Greet you all students of third year. I am teaching paper first drama and poetry, The Merchant of Venice. Mind you students, you must be aware of the fact that when you start studying any text, literary text like William Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice, you must have text. You must buy the text of Merchant of Venice, and it is a must. I reiterate the importance of it because it is studying as good as studying Holy Scripture. Why? Because it is treasure of wisdom. So I just say the same again, that each and every student must have text of the Merchant of Venice, William Shakespeare. Now you can have, for instance, the Oxford Shakespeare, the Merchant of Venice, and see, it is designed for a stage performance, so you would enjoy various scenes in which, for instance, we have Venice and the scene of Venice here, and you can imagine, see, this is remarkable imaginative vision the students of literature. Then we have several other scenes in which say some actors in early 20th century, they took the role of say important characters, Shylock, and then we have several other, for instance, Portia also, the role of Portia, and see the characters. Now the galaxy of characters, it is also very important. And when we talk about galaxy of characters, we have, say, first of all, yes, Antonio, and then we have Bassanio, Portia. Portia, she's one of the most brilliant heroines of Shakespeare. And then we have, see, as I told you earlier, we have, a galaxy of these characters. Some characters, they are major characters, and other characters, minor characters. And see, when you have certain scenes, you enjoy studying it. Yeah, one scene here, if you want to have a look at this, see, this is, some character from Venice. You can, imagine these characters when you start studying this. And you must be curious to know. See, certain scenes in we have very nice and see, Italian look, because some scenes, they are taken place in Venice and other scenes in Belmont. So at least students of literature, you must have idea about the importance of characters. And I also mentioned one important point, that when we talk about galaxy of these characters, first minor and major characters, we have the significance of title, who is the real Merchant of Venice. And then we have, for instance, here Duke of Venice, and Portia, the Lady of Belmont, Narissa, her attendant. Then we have other characters, minor characters also. For instance, Prince of Morocco and King of, here, and then Aragon. Yeah, the important characters when we talk about Bassanio. He is the best friend of Antonio. Bassanio. We have Lorenzo, Gratiano, Bassanio's friend, and we have, these, the group of friends. This is very important here, because one of the important themes, as I mentioned at this point, ideal friendship among these friends. So Selenio, these are Lorenzo, all these friends, and yes, villain of this play, Merchant of Venice. Who is the villain? Shylock. So this is from, see, you can have look here the persons of the play. See the persons of the play, and we can also, you can use different words. Students of literature, you can also say, these are, for instance, dramatic personae. We have characters, we have persons, because Shakespearean comedy, it is reflection of human nature. There is realistic touch, representation of general nature. At that time, you can use these words when you write your answer or even when you study deeply. Now, first of all, see, this is Oxford or any other, Macmillan also, Merchant of Venice. You can consult other books also. But when we talk about Merchant of Venice, other important points we have, yes, this is for you. The first and foremost point, that the opening scene, it strikes the keynote of the play. Why? Because we meet important characters and like Antonio, and the play commences with the utterance of Antonio. And Antonio is the real Merchant of Venice, because this is very important question: who is the real Merchant of Venice? And Antonio, he is symbol of nobility, modesty, righteousness, goodness, and he, in a way, an emblem of goodness. He touches the zenith of goodness. He was all the time ready to sacrifice for the sake of his best friend Bassanio. So this is one of the important themes: ideal friendship between Antonio and Bassanio. So the play begins with the utterance of whom? Yes, Antonio. Now we have, as I mentioned earlier, also focus on the significance of title Merchant of Venice. Why? What is the reason of it, significance of title? Because it is generally put up in examination, that who is the real Merchant of Venice? Because Villain, the name of Villain, Shylock, he is also the Merchant of Venice. So it is an obvious answer, conspicuous, very clear, that Antonio is the real Merchant of Venice, and he's very reputed person, very prosperous person, and honorable, and friend of Bassanio. Now the play begins with a paradox. You must understand this point. Why it is paradox? Because significantly here, the opening scene, in which the hero himself, we can say the chief character in a way, is the real Merchant of Venice. He is in melancholic mood. And the reason behind it, what is the reason behind it that he is in melancholic mood? This is discussed in this opening scene. And see, it is a comedy. We have, comic characters. We have chain of incidents, events that make us laugh. And the purpose of comedy is to make the reader's audience laugh, and entertainment which is, very healthy entertainment, and to establish the harmonious relationships among the people and in the society. But see the paradox, what is the meaning of paradox? Contradictory ideas together. But this is what exactly Shakespeare's dramatic skill. This scene, the opening, it is marked by William Shakespeare's remarkable dramatic skill. And it arrests our attention. Oh, Antonio, he is in sad mood, and it is a romantic comedy. And the reason behind it, that all the friends, they are deeply concerned with Antonio and other characters. Oh, what is the reason why he's so sad? And they keep on asking him. And there is a very nice interactive session among these friends when the play begins. So, we meet the important characters. We meet important characters, other important characters also. And when we talk about the play, it is, the utterance of Antonio, it is very important. When he, now what is the exact, yes, sentence? In sooth, I know not why I am so sad. It wearies me. And see, the repetition of word wearies, tires. And at that time, see, the conversation among these friends, it is really very, very important. The reason behind it, Shakespeare here, he wants to highlight the theme of Merchant of Venice, one of the important themes of Merchant of Venice, that here we come to know that, oh, he's very reputed person in Venice, and the friendship among these people, as I told you earlier, we have good characters and bad characters. So galaxy of good characters, and real, he is real Merchant of Venice. So that is the focal point here, and he is in sad, melancholic mood. So his temperament, it is highlighted here. Now his utterance is followed by the dialogues spoken by his close friends Celerino and Selenio. I mean, this is the best way of studying any Shakespearean comedy and drama, that you first go through all the important lines. You must have idea about the significance of it. It's not that you just open and start studying and then you try to understand the meaning and all that. I mean, first, very interesting scenes, very interesting ideas, and in which we have treasure of wisdom also. So the important point, again, another important, prominent point is that they are deeply concerned with the sad temperament of Antonio. So we come to know about the ideal friendship among these friends. And now, again, see another style. I mean, this is the technique that the readers and audience, now they are curious to know. See the dramatic skill. This is not just as you are reading a novel, no, or any other literary piece. See the dramatic effect in which we have unity of time, place, and action, as I told you earlier. So unity of action. See the organization of scenes and various incidents. So the point, we meet many important characters here: Antonio, Salerino, Selenio, Gratiano. And see, when we talk about the keynote, I mean, the importance of the word key, see the significance of it. You generally use a key. Why? To open the room, or say open some avenue, or open hall or chamber. Why? So that you can have idea about it, you can have deeper understanding in it, or sometimes you are aware of the important facts. So here opening symbolically, students of literature, yes, symbolically opening, in which, oh, we meet important characters, we are curious to know what's the reason that here the Merchant of Venice, Antonio, he is in sad mood. And then this is the point in which you, and now another important aspect that I would like to focus, that yes, his best friend, the meeting between Antonio and Bassanio. The meeting between the two is very, very important, and the conversation took place in which we come to know that Bassanio, he is in need of money. Now, this is the base of Bond's story. And yes, Bassanio, he is the connecting link between two plots, main plot and subplot. It is his need that forms the base of Bond story and Cascade story. So try to comprehend the prominent idea here, that Bassanio's character and his intimacy with Antonio. So, this meeting in the opening scene between two close friends, the best friend, the most intimate friends, Antonio and Bassanio, it is very important. It is the focal point. And now, again, the audience, the readers, they are very curious to know that what is the reason behind it. Yes, and we will continue the point. We will continue the dialogues, scenes, and acts. Thank you.